Harlem collapse affected a lot of folks in Connecticut. It brought Metro North trains to a standstill for hours, leaving commuters wondering how they would get back home.
Also, it raised the question of how did it happen and how it could have been prevented. We've got team coverage on that tonight to try to answer those questions. News 8's Bob Wilson will be here in a minute, but first let's head to Noelle Gardner, who has been monitoring the rails and talking to commuters tonight. Noelle?
Darren and Ann, it's been a tough day for some Metro North commuters, but things are finally getting back to normal. It's been a long and frustrating day for some Metro North commuters after a fatal explosion in East Harlem knocked out rail service from Manhattan to Connecticut.
It was super crowded in Grand Central, and then I asked somebody who worked for Metro North, and she said that they tested the tracks and everything, so it's like safe to come back to Connecticut.
Train service resumed on the New Haven, Harlem, and Hudson lines before the end of the workday. The lines were restored when the tracks were cleared of debris, inspected, and approved by officials. Those who ride the rail say it was a hectic commute.
They'd announce a track for the train, and then everyone would just flood to that track, and so it was a little frantic.
It was crazy, people everywhere just waiting for the trains and everything.
Long lines?
Yes, very long lines.
Others say the commute was not that bad.
I've seen crazier for sure, so it wasn't that bad.
Those who have been riding Metro North for years tell me delays and crowds come with riding the rail.
I mean, it's typical of them, right? I mean, unless they surprise us and they're on time, which, is not quite often, but, this is typical for us. We're used to always delays and, not being on time, so we kind of just deal with it.
And while Metro North says they're back on schedule, you can expect some delays. I'm live tonight in Stamford. Noelle Gardner, News 8.